If you're over 50 and feel like every skirt seems to highlight exactly what you want to hide, this video is about to change your life. Today, I'm going to show you the 10 smartest skirts designed to smooth your tummy and enhance your figure without shapewear, without suffering, and without giving up comfort. And heads up, skirt number 1 doesn't just make your belly disappear, it also has a rejuvenating effect that almost no one knows about. Skirt 10. Structured fabric pencil skirt. Let's think about a woman like Queen Latifah, always flawless, always in control of her silhouette. A pencil skirt is her signature, but the key here is the fabric. Not just any pencil skirt will do. It needs structure, a material that doesn't cling, but instead defines clean lines. When the fabric is too thin, the skirt reveals more than we'd like. But with a firm fabric, the magic happens. The tummy looks smoother, the figure looks balanced, and your legs seem endless. Picture it with a flowy silk blouse, lightly tucked in at the front, and a slim belt that frames the waist without squeezing. It's elegant, it's powerful, it's an open secret. Psychologically, this kind of skirt communicates control, discipline, and sophistication. And the irony is, you can feel as comfortable as you would in elastic pants, yet look like the woman leading the meeting. With this skirt, you don't just flatter your silhouette, you own your space. Want to know which skirt makes people literally forget to look at your tummy? That one's coming up. If you're enjoying this kind of advice, make sure to subscribe to the channel. We talk about fashion, yes, but more than that, we talk about self-esteem, personal style, and feminine power. Skirt 9. Pleated skirt in neutral tones. Let's look at Meryl Streep. A woman who doesn't need to prove anything, yet knows that well-placed pleats are pure strategy. A pleated skirt, especially in neutral tones like ivory, pearl gray, or deep navy, plays with movement. The secret is in the vertical pleats. They elongate and distract. While your tummy feels secure, your legs look like a sculpture in motion. Visualize how, as you walk, the fluid fabric flows with each step. Light, elegant, almost majestic. Psychologically, this type of skirt signals energy, youthful spirit, and freshness. And the irony is, many women fear pleats because they think they add volume, when in reality, the right pleats actually give us visual height. A queen who chooses pleats is choosing movement without losing control. And if you stick around, I'll show you a skirt that achieves the same effect with no pleats at all. Are you enjoying these tips? Then don't miss my ebook, More Elegant Than Ever. It's a complete handbook to help you refresh your image. Link in the description. Skirt 8. Asymmetrical skirt with diagonal cut. Remember Melissa McCarthy in that skirt with a side cut, playing with asymmetry? She understands that strategic reveal is always more elegant than showing it all. An asymmetrical skirt doesn't just flatter, it tricks the eye. When the cut crosses the body diagonally, it breaks the horizontal line of the tummy and makes it fade. Visually, the attention follows the direction of the cut, and your legs look even longer. Think of a flowy fabric that caresses the skin, with a length that's not too short and not too formal. Right in that sweet spot where femininity shines effortlessly. Emotionally, this skirt says sophisticated boldness. And the irony here is delicious. No one will think you wore it to hide something. Everyone will assume you wore it to dazzle. With an asymmetrical skirt, you don't just walk, you glide. And if you love the idea of fooling the eye with clever cuts, just wait until you see the skirt that plays with optical illusion like a true magic trick. Skirt 7. A-line midi. Skirt with high waist. Monique knows this secret well. Her A-line midi skirt became a royal uniform of style. The high waist hugs, controls, and elongates the torso. The A-line drop softens the belly and creates that balanced, proportionate shape. It's almost impossible to go wrong with this formula. Picture it. A simple blouse, a sober-toned midi skirt, mid-height heels, and a classic handbag. It's pure, sophisticated minimalism. Psychologically, this skirt says, I know who I am. I don't need to shout it. And the irony? Many women think midi skirts make them look older, when in fact this is the ultimate youth-enhancing skirt. It doesn't follow fleeting trends. It embodies timeless elegance. With this skirt, you don't just flatter your tummy, you become a symbol of class. And there's another skirt that shares that same regal air, but with a surprising twist that would even catch a real queen off guard. Skirt 6. Skirt with subtle print. Stride of a queen who doesn't need to justify herself. And that kind of confidence, darling, shows more than any piece of fabric ever could. Here's the refined irony. While some women obsess over brutal ab workouts, trying to create definition, you achieve the same result in seconds with nothing but smart design. As I always say, elegance is also about saving energy. With this skirt, you don't just flatter, you take control of your body's visual story. The garment works for you, not the other way around. And trust me, few things are as empowering as feeling like fashion is on your side, your silent ally making you shine without anyone knowing why. And if you think you've seen it all, hold on. The next skirt doesn't just flatter, it actually makes you look younger. Skirt 5. Skirt with side draping. Let's talk about Amber Riley. She knows the power of draping better than most. When you choose a skirt with soft, strategically placed pleats at the waistline, you get an instant effect. The eye is confused. It can't tell if the volume is from fabric or body. That's the magic. Plus, the side draping breaks symmetry, adds movement, and creates a modern vibe without being too bold. Imagine a coral-colored skirt with draping flowing towards the hip, feminine, refined, and with that natural grace of someone who knows style can be your secret ally. Emotionally, this skirt feels like a friend who's got your back. It makes you feel secure and flattered. And the irony is obvious. Many women avoid draping thinking it's too much fabric. But when it's done right, it becomes a strategic ally. With a side-draped skirt, you're not hiding. You're confusing the eye with elegance. And if you ever thought fabric was your enemy, just wait until you see how the next skirt turns it into your best-kept secret weapon. Skirt 4. Monochromatic skirt with matching blouse. A skirt and blouse in the same color create a continuous line, a chromatic silence that elongates the figure. The result? Invisible tummy, balanced proportions, and a style that whispers sophistication without raising its voice. Imagine a full look in beige, ivory, or slate gray. The eye follows your silhouette without pausing at the midsection. Psychologically, monochromatic outfits convey consistency, confidence, and natural elegance. And the irony? Many women believe dressing all in one color is boring. No, queen. Boring is dressing without intention. With monochromatic styling, you don't have to try hard to be remembered. You become the very image of effortless elegance. And if that already feels powerful, the next skirt is like having a Photoshop filter. But in real life, skirt 3, skirt with side panels. Here I'm thinking of a skirt with side panels in different tones. This creates the optical illusion of a narrower waist and flatter stomach. It's like sculpting with fabric. Picture a black skirt with charcoal gray panels. The slimming effect is immediate. Emotionally, this skirt speaks of cleverness and technical sophistication. And the irony is crystal clear. It's not magic, it's strategy. No one will think you're wearing a trick. They'll just notice how amazing you look. With this skirt, you're not just flattering your figure. You're becoming a masterpiece of design. And here's the interesting part, queen. This type of skirt has double the power. On one hand, it effortlessly flatters thanks to optical illusion. On the other, it radiates modernity. It's a piece that feels current, but not trendy. Why? Because side panel contrast is a technique top designers have used for decades. Think of Armani and his color-blocking games, or Stella McCartney's dresses that seem to literally draw a new waistline on whoever wore them. This is that same principle applied to skirts. The design does the work, so you don't have to go through impossible diets or wear suffocating shapewear. A practical tip: choose side panels that don't contrast too much with the rest of the skirt. For example, black with beige, gray with charcoal, cream with ivory. The secret is in the transition being subtle, almost like a shadow sculpting your figure. If you go for high contrast, like black and white, the effect might feel too theatrical. And what you want is polished sophistication, not to look like you're wearing an optical illusion costume. Emotionally, this skirt has a powerful impact. When a woman looks in the mirror and suddenly sees her waist appear as if by magic, her entire attitude changes. She no longer walks hunched over, worried about what shows. She walks tall, with the stride of a queen who doesn't need to justify herself. And that kind of confidence, darling, shows more than any piece of fabric ever could. Here's the refined irony. While some women obsess over brutal ab workouts trying to create definition, you achieve the same result in seconds, with nothing but smart design. As I always say, elegance is also about saving energy. With this skirt, you don't just flatter, you take control of your body's visual story. The garment works for you, not the other way around. And trust me, few things are as empowering as feeling like fashion is on your side, your silent ally making you shine without anyone knowing why. And if you think you've seen it all, hold on. The next skirt doesn't just flatter, it actually makes you look younger. Skirt 2, wrap, skirt with side tie. The wrap skirt is one of the smartest inventions. The diagonal fold hides the tummy while creating a feminine focal point with the side knot. Instead of drawing attention to the belly, it brings the eye to the graceful detail of the tie. Picture it in soft linen for summer or light wool for winter. It's a skirt for all seasons, and it never goes out of style. Psychologically, it communicates approachability, femininity, and confidence. And the irony? Many think the tie adds bulk, but what it really does is direct attention exactly where you want it. With the wrap skirt, you're not just in control of your outfit, you're in control of the narrative. Let me go deeper here, Queen. The true power of the wrap skirt lies in its versatility. It's one of the rare pieces that adapts to your body whether you gain or lose a few pounds. Thanks to its adjustable design, it always looks custom-made. That's the magic. No need to spend money on tailoring. The skirt adjusts to you, not the other way around. And, in a world that constantly asks us to conform, that's a personal victory. A practical tip: go for fabrics with good drape, like crepe, matte satin, or structured cotton. Avoid fabrics that are too stiff. They'll ruin the flow of the wrap. Also avoid overly thin fabrics, as the knot will look weak. Here's a trick. If you choose a wrap skirt with slight front draping, the tummy camouflaging effect is even stronger. It's like having a filter, but woven with style. Emotionally, this skirt is a reminder that fashion can be feminine without being childish. The tie isn't just a decorative whim, it's a detail that speaks of grace and control. It's like saying, I can be soft and strong at the same time. And that duality is deeply attractive. With this skirt, you don't just own your style, you remind the world that a woman who knows how to tie a bow also knows how to untie her own power. And yes, we've arrived at the most powerful skirt of all, the one that doesn't just flatter, but empowers. Skirt 1. Straight skirt with front slit. Here I'm thinking of Queen Letizia, and also Carolina Herrera, who made this cut iconic. A straight skirt in high-quality fabric with a discreet front slit is the pinnacle of sophistication. It doesn't squeeze your stomach, it smooths it with clean lines, and that slit, barely noticeable, adds sensuality without vulgarity. It's the perfect balance between power and femininity. Emotionally, this skirt conveys majesty. It's the garment of a woman who knows every step she takes is a statement. And the irony? You don't need to show it all to be unforgettable. You just need to reveal enough to leave a lasting impression. With this skirt, you're not just flattering, you're reigning. Now, let me tell you why this is number one on our list. Its power isn't just in the design, it's in the way it changes your posture. When a woman puts on a straight skirt with a front slit, her entire stride shifts. She walks with more confidence, more poise, more intention. And that detail, though it may seem small, is what projects power. A practical tip. The slit should be subtle, not too high, not too low. The perfect length is just above the knee, enough to reveal a hint of leg as you walk, without sacrificing elegance. If the slit is too high, you risk losing sophistication. Too low, and the effect vanishes. Here, as in life, balance is key. Another recommendation: invest in high-quality fabrics, light wool, heavy crepe, or silk blends. A well-made straight skirt won't wrinkle easily, keeps its shape, and follows you like a refined armor. Remember, cheap often turns out expensive, and in this piece more than any other, the investment shows. Emotionally, this skirt is a manifesto. It says, "I own myself and I don't need permission to take up space." It's the garment of a woman who knows who she is, who doesn't need flashy details because her presence alone fills the room. And that, my love, is a power you don't buy. It's a strength you cultivate with time and wear with intention. With this skirt, you're not just flattering your figure or hiding your belly. You're sending a clear message to the world. Your age doesn't limit your style. Your femininity has no expiration date. And the true queen doesn't dress to please, she dresses to reign. If you made it this far, drop a "she shone with her own light" in the comments, so I know you're part of our community of women who shine from within. What you learned today is just the beginning. My ebook, More Elegant Than Ever, will show you how to dress for your body type, choose your best colors, and so much more. The link's in the description. And only the first ones to grab it will get all the exclusive content, because you deserve to look like a queen.